Hey, Brooklyn babe. How are you? It's good to see you. Pigpen's just having a snack because he's always begging for food. Yeah, of course, now he wants to go hide over here because he's got a mouthful of something. Or he did. He's been behaving himself for the most part. I mean, he has moved these around a little bit and pushed that rock over. I haven't moved it back because apparently he can't move it anymore. It's wedged, so works for me. I did find a couple of leaves from one of these floating. I think it was this one. That one's got some pieces missing out of it. But he's been behaving for the most part. I mean, I made those things so we could move him around. But one thing I didn't account for is I put that plant weight on the air hose line, and he starts moving it around and smashing it into the glass. So every now and then in the middle of the night you'll hear because he's fucking it up. But whatever, I mean, he finds his own enrichment, I guess. Move these fucking plants out of the way and just sit over here and mope now. You fucking ate, dude. You should be happy. Yeah, very much like a kid. Uh, my brother-in-law was up here looking at him yesterday, and he's trying to find the catfish, and he put his face up to the glass, and Pigpen started giving him a threat display, puffed out his gills, opened his mouth. He's like, "What are you staring at, dude? I don't know who the fuck you are." But yeah, I think he's just gonna chill out there, so we'll put that over there. I got another picture to post on your community page, DB. Uh, Fuck, I can't remember exactly what it all says, but I'll post it after I'm done with this live. I'll put it up there. I meant to put it up there earlier, but I got fucking around with shit. Come on, dude. You gonna be social? No? I should wipe the glass down, but I don't know. Oh, there's the Windex. Alright, there you go. Move around some. It's been a while, so he's probably not used to being in front of the camera. But it's either that or this, and I'd rather look at him, at least personally. Steve in what movie? Gasha Griffin, thanks for stopping in. I don't know what movie you're talking about. But also thank you, Shred Mama, for stopping by. Yo, what's up, Jasper? Was over at Ken's, but he ended his stream rather abruptly, so I figured I'd kill some time and just fuck around on my own channel. Since, I don't know, I think it was around New Year's. Okay, JMD Arc. Still no clue, buddy. Hi, Queen. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Wingstar. Yeah, he's kind of being antisocial, but we can get him out of his shell. I think. Maybe. I have no idea. He's probably a Pisces, though. I would assume he's a Pisces. It's probably why Allison likes him so much. She's a Pisces. No, I'm a Leo, Queen. Fire and water. We ain't supposed to mix. Hey, Natasha, good to see you. Yeah, I am a Leo. Wingstar, I was at a bar one day, and a dude who I ended up becoming a customer of, he was the bartender, but he also sold weed. But he came up to me and he said, dude, you got to be a Leo with all that hair. And I'm like, holy shit, dude, I am. He's like, I fucking knew it. I was like 23, maybe. But yeah, it helps. But Dan was a biker. He had a beard like down to here. And his hair was maybe to his shoulders, but he was cool as shit. Oh, Wingstar will give you all the insight into astrology you need, probably. She's definitely the one to ask. But yeah, it's pretty long. I'm 48. Ooh, ceiling fan's a lot lower than it looks on camera. But I haven't had a actual haircut other than trim since I was 14. You might be opening a can of worms, Queen. But Wingstar is definitely the person to ask. Yep, now you're moving around some. Good boy. I saw a fucking video earlier of a guy who has a betta fish, and he's got a little cave for the betta fish, and every morning when he wakes up and turns the lights on, he actually calls the betta fish by name and he comes out of the fucking cave. But he does the calling before he turns the light on, so it's not the light letting him know that he's there. He's calling the fucking fish and he comes out. Yeah, he was way more fortunate than me, Natasha. Hi, Spirit. It's good to see you, sweetie. And there he is. The man of the hour. Or fish of the hour. No, I named him Pigpen after the Charlie Brown character because of the way he eats, Queen. He makes a mess. Gets a cloud of food particles all around him. It made me think of that Charlie Brown character that's always walking around in a cloud of dust. But on the spectrum of that Pigpen from Charlie Brown and Pigpen from the Grateful Dead, he's pretty much right in the middle. Yeah, that was a kick in the balls, BB. Thanks, Natasha. I try to keep it clean and brushed. Yeah, my buddy Mike's going through it. He's been a fucking deadhead forever. Damn. Yeah, I was wondering because I wasn't sure how many band members were left. But yeah, man, I didn't think to hear about Bob for at least another 10 years. I mean, he was a healthy living dude. Nah, the drummers are generally the hardest working members in the band. They're constantly moving. Definitely had better cardio than the rest of them, I'm sure. But Bob did keep himself in shape. I mean, he was never a fat dude. Yeah, probably. Come on, Larry. You can come hang out on the bed. Rebel's not up here. Come on, buddy. Come on, you want to lay down? Yeah, yeah. Nah, you don't. You never know, Queen. Yeah, the short shorts were a little off-putting, but the music more than made up for it. Oh, there you are. What's up, Larry? What's up, buddy? What's up, old kid? Lacrosse. Or Lacoste. I can't remember, Queen. I think it's Lacoste. Oh, buddy, you want some love? Oh, that's old cat. It's old Larry. You want some love, buddy? This is a cat that followed me in the house about 10 years ago on Christmas Eve and didn't leave. Well, he left and came back and left and came back. I think he was playing a bunch of households in the neighborhood for a couple of years. What's up, Larry? Preoccupied? Alright, we'll go back to the fish. Yeah, I went outside. Well, the neighbor lady used to feed all the neighborhood strays, Spirit, and there was like 30 cats always in her yard, 2 or 3 times a day, however many times she fed them. And I think someone dropped him off because he was the only friendly one, and he was the only one with a collar. And I would go outside to smoke a cigarette or a joint, and he would come hang out and let me pet him and hang out with him. And like the third night he did that was Christmas Eve, and I was gonna go in and get him something to eat, and I walked down the hall into the living room, and my stepsons are like, "Hey, where'd that cat come from?" Uh, and I'm like, "What fucking cat?" I look down, and there he is walking between my feet, and we went and got a litter box and food and everything the next day. But yeah, he's a good boy. Even when he was house hopping, he would come back every couple of weeks and spend a night or two, and then he'd disappear for a couple of weeks. But yeah, he chose us. I mean, he's a cool cat. He don't get on the table or the counter. He don't get into the plants. He don't pay no attention to the fish. Actually, 2 weeks ago or a week ago was the only time I've ever seen him even look at the fish tank. Hi, Norma. Raymond. Thanks for stopping in. Hold on. I don't know if you can see him. This is Pigpen, the star of the show. We show the good-looking one on camera mostly. But yeah, he's a good kitty. I wasted like $22 in fucking trying to buy catnip. He's one of those rare cats that it doesn't have any effect on. But I took it outside and gave it to the lady's strays. Oh, that's cool. I figured she knew you when she said hi, Spirit. Yeah, it's always cool when they pick you too, Queen. Like, I think animals can tell an animal lover from someone who doesn't care. Too much movement. Look down. Prick. Excuse me. Yeah, that was a fucking beautiful car. Is it? I don't know. Probably for safety, mostly. I was hoping it wasn't a goth style joke, Natasha, but you got me. I'll have to remember that one. Pricks. Jesus. God damn it, clumsy bastard. You stay right there, Clint. That's good. Where's that? You didn't eat all your food, fish. I gotta scoop it. Alright. That's that. I don't know why you pretend to be hungrier than you are. Yeah, hell yeah, that's completely understandable. Yeah, they don't make cars that good looking anymore. And those old Dodge cars look like they were doing 100 when they were parked. I always liked the old Dodge and Chrysler Plymouth cars. Hey, Carly. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, there's Pigpen. It's going. Any day I make it through without shitting my pants is a good one. So far, so good. Yeah, lots of people love Pigpen. Usually, if I go into someone else's panel, they're like, "Hi, Mike," or in their chat, they're like, "Hi, Mike, how's Pigpen?" So yeah, people like him. I'm sure he's gotten me a few followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I figured you came in here enough, and you comment on a lot of shit on my posts. So yeah, you never know when it could happen, Queen. You really don't. You know, you could fucking trip and fall down the stairs and shit your pants, and then your whole fucking week is ruined. Because how do you get, how do you get past that just internally? Let alone if someone sees you do it. My fucking brother comes over one day and he tells me a story about a couple of days before he came to my house. He went to his wife's job to pick her up, and he knew he had to go to the bathroom, and he knew he ate some questionable Mexican food or something that afternoon. And well, he's like, "Oh, I can make it to her job and use the bathroom there." Well, he got within sight of her job and hit a red light that's notoriously long. And he's like, "Dude, my stomach just went blah, 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 blah." And he goes, "I shit my pants right at the red light." I'm like, "Dude, that's not a story I would be telling any fucking buddy." But thanks for sharing. Yeah, yeah. Luckily he was by himself, but he had to get out of the car, and luckily he had some laundry he didn't take out, and when they went to the laundromat, but he had to grab clothes and then go into the bathroom at his wife's job and change. uh, Hi, Risen Naddle. I'll just call you Rise. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, yeah, he's kind of an odd duck anyway, but I mean, I blame it on his father. He fucking same brother made two plates of brownies, one regular brownies for the kids and everyone else to have, and then he made some weed brownies. And he took the regular brownies and put them on a plate and put them on the table for everyone, and let everyone know that there's a plate of them on the fridge that is not for everybody, and it's in like a cake container. So it's got a lid on it, and it's stuffed away on top of the fridge. None of the kids could get it. I don't know what my stepfather heard, but he snuck out to the. Yeah, exactly, Natasha. But stepfather went out and ate two brownies off of the plate on top of the fridge, and dude didn't even drink. So he thought he was dying for, I don't know, about a half an hour before he made my mother take him to the emergency room. Yeah, and the shape of their body helps that too. Like, if you're looking at him in water, I'm sure that silhouette, it makes it real hard to determine if he's sitting still, which is the head and which is the tail. But lots of fish have that. Some fish, lots of different cichlids have it. But yeah, it's a cool feature. I like it. on the what they look like in the wild is very little. Well, now they got tiger Oscars, but in their natural habitat, there's very little orange. They're that light gray and dark gray, but that eye spot is always orange like that. I'd actually like to get a couple wild type Oscars. Hey Rocky, what's up, bud? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, fucking star of the show's showing us his ass right now. Literally. But yeah, that's all part of his charm, I guess. He gets in moods. Just gotta roll with it. Yo, Scott, what's up, buddy? Let's see if we can't make this fucker come out from hiding. Not that he's really hiding, but this is the less observable part of the tank. I gotta get in there with the fucking cleaner. Yeah, we're doing, man. Can't complain. Ken ended his live stream rather abruptly, and I had some more time to kill before I had to go pick my girlfriend up. So I figured I would just go live. It's been a while. I know people miss Pigpen. Yeah, it's much more interesting than trying to come up with other shit to talk about, since I don't talk about people. At least, not like everyone else. The most important and valuable lesson I've learned is where to go and where not to go on YouTube. What to involve yourself in and what not to involve yourself in. Yeah, I think so too, Scott. I do. I think whatever Noah's intention, it backfired. Like, you can't tell someone they can't fucking grieve on their own time. Yeah, man. Like, my dad's been gone fucking 28 years, and I don't cry about it every day, but when the day comes, like his birthday or the anniversary of his death, yeah, I just vacuumed it yesterday and did a water change. Probably going to do another vacuum and water change tomorrow when I clean the filter. But that's the one thing. Oscars are pretty bulletproof as long as you keep the water consistent. So I check for fluctuations in the water chemistry a lot. Just because he is so messy, you could get an ammonia spike. And if he starts ripping leaves off of plants and I don't catch it, they could rot and cause an ammonia spike. And I don't want him getting any fucking hole in the head or fin rot or any crazy shit. Try to keep him healthy and happy as possible. But yeah, he's the biggest maintenance that I have out of all the three. Well, I have one that's just for plants. I keep a filter cycled on it. There's some snails in there, but 3 tanks with fish, he's twice as much work as the other 2 put together. Just because he spreads the food out so fucking much. Yeah, exactly, Scott. You can't tell him that, oh, he wouldn't want you to be. Well, that's just part of the whole shebang, man. Like, I know I have friends that have lost kids, and I don't ever want to fucking be able to know what that feels like, and I don't pretend like I do. I don't tell them, bro, it's been 2 years, you gotta stop missing your kid. Like, what kind of fucking douchebag says that to somebody? Like, some people you're gonna miss your whole fucking life. I mean, he gave an example of his grief experience when his mom died, but everybody's isn't the same. You gonna tell me he don't get sad on her birthday, or the anniversary of the day she died? Like, if my significant other were to not be here, what the fuck? I mean, I'd mourn her the rest of my life. Same thing with my parents, Fuck, I mourn the dog I had when I was 8 years old still. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he knows when people are looking, and then he'll go do this. Now he's sitting on the bottom, kind of sulking, maybe because I wasn't fucking talking about him while he was doing his little strut down the boardwalk. Yeah, I mean, you're better off trying to get into a fucking conversation about politics and religion without starting a fight than you are telling somebody that they shouldn't be fucking sad over the loss of a loved one. I mean, I don't know what kind of fucking ignorance that takes, man, but I'm sure he didn't mean to upset her. I'm sure he was, in his head, he was trying to be, supportive and be like, you got to look on there is, sometimes there ain't a bright side. Yep, yep. And now he's done moping for the moment. But yeah, the personality and the mood and the swings is all part of why I wanted him. So now I just want a bigger tank so I can get him an Oscar friend and maybe a couple of other fish that move a little more than the catfish. Fucking lazy bastards. These guys were, well, it looks like there's only, no, there's two in there. They're both over there. Only one was there this morning. The big bastard that lives under here, there he is, was being nice for a little bit. Yeah. You shouldn't, you can't be sad, you shouldn't be sad. Like, come on, man. Certain people take chunks of your soul when they go, and you just can't fucking help it. Yeah, now he's gonna come over here and be like, yeah, you're gonna have to work and get through the fucking houseplant vines. Yeah. Yeah, probably not, Spirit. We had to put our old girl to sleep last Saturday. She hadn't eaten for like 4 or 5 days. She was throwing up like bile. She's damn near 21 years old, so we took her in. She was ready. She was so calm and so patient, but she just, as long as she kept eating and going to the bathroom and everything was good on that end, we just, prolonged everything. Absolutely. My girlfriend had that dog for 17 out of her 21 years. So, like, she's still, like, beside herself. I mean, I did do something nice. I mean, the vet gave us a nice box. The vet tech wrote her name in it. Very artistically, like a little design with it, with flowers and hearts, and she did that all within 10 fucking minutes. I don't know how she did it, but she gave us the nice box. I didn't want to bury that box, but I did. We brought her home, and I made a little, I put some stones over her, some flagstones, and in the spring we'll plant flowers. But yeah, even our other dog, Rubble, who was half her age, or maybe a little younger than half, he was fucking, he was mourning too. It was weird. he treated her like an asshole the last couple of years because she would be like blindly walk into him. What's up, Colt? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Yeah, I'd like to get him something bigger though, Natasha. at least a foot longer and 6 inches wider than this, like a 120 at the least. So I could give, feel okay about having two fish his size in there, and give them room in case they don't get along, then they can stay, separate. But yeah, I try to make it. That glare sucked. Good to look at for me and beneficial for him. Yeah, he's about 11 inches now, and he's only about 10 months old, 9 months old. He kind of scared me with how fast he got so big. He went from like an inch and a half to 6 inches in 3 months, less than 3 months. Yo, R&D, what's up, buddy? But thanks for coming in, Denniser. Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, he eats like a fucking pig, so, like, I tried giving him one good meal a day, but he still begs, so I give him a little meal in the morning, and then around 3 or 4 o'clock, I'll throw a couple pellets and some dry shrimp in there or something, mealworms. But yeah, just a couple small meals a day. But he still acts like a dog trying to beg for treats. He'll come up and like try to stare me down until I put something in there. Or he'll hit the water. He'll hit the top of the water for a stray piece of a mealworm or something, and it'll sound like a bass hitting the water and let me know he wants something to eat. It's definitely an entertaining fish. The other fish interact with each other. They don't really interact with you when you're looking at them. This guy comes up and is like, hey, what you looking at? But he's much more picky than I expected him to be. Oh, I just noticed you could see where he's been. Well, that glare goes away. You could see where he's been. Hold on. God damn it. Alright. But you could see the yellow patches on the bamboo there where he's been biting it and trying to push it over. But that's why I zip stripped that fucker to the center brace. Yeah, we're looking at you, dude. What, you ready for your close-up? Not flaring your gills or nothing. And then go out on the floor. Yeah, he's pretty big, man. He's probably got another inch or two at least to go. But he's a pretty thick, rotund fucking fish. He's at least 2 inches across, I would say. I tried putting, I got an aluminum yardstick for making straight lines on plywood and shit when for work. But I stuck it on the top of the tank so I could try to eyeball an estimate close to how long he is, and he don't hold still that long, but I forgot to take it off, and overnight he was like poking his head out of the water trying to bite it, and you can hear the aluminum rattling on the top of the tank at like 3 in the morning. My girlfriend started freaking out. She didn't know what the fuck it was, and it was like 3 or 4 times he did it. So I had to get up and take the fucking thing off of there. But it's black. I didn't think you could even see it if the lights were out. But it didn't work too good anyway, because like I said, he wouldn't hold still long enough for me to get a good, fairly accurate estimate. I should just mark some marks with like a Sharpie on the fucking tank, on the front of the tank, or tape the fucking ruler up there. But who knows? If I get him a bigger tank and I have to move him, I could probably get a decent measurement then. As long as he ain't thrashing around. Because I know he thrashed like a motherfucker when he was 6 inches and I put him in this tank. I can't imagine the amount of water he'll move when his tail is bigger than his whole body was when I got him. Oh, you trying to rough that thing up again? Go ahead, dude. Have at it. It's your tank. Oh, you got some food. See, there's part of that little dust cloud when he eats that earned him his name. And that's why I gotta vacuum every 2 days. Suck all the uneaten food and crap off the floor. That's another thing, is poop is too big to get sucked in through the filter, so I gotta take it out manually with the siphon. But he'll be the biggest, well, unless I get him a tank mate, the biggest fish I have. Just chilling over there now. I think I gotta come up with something to keep these lifted out of the water. I don't know what though. Some kind of an arch. I got some plastic mesh I could use. I'd have to find a way to stiffen it up, maybe a double layer. Dripping water. Oh, I'm smacking the phone with wet fucking plants. Oh yeah, that thing. I could just probably stick that in there. Hopefully. Alright, let's wipe the glass off. Let's pop the leaf off too, dick. that one. And yeah, hang that up there, maybe. No, fuck. Alright, we'll stop playing with that. Oh, I'm zoomed way the fuck in. Yeah, do your thing, fish. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, he pretty much takes care of that himself, Natasha. I just keep him fed and keep his space clean. Try to keep him happy. Yeah, that's better. Slightly. We gotta get the scrubber in there in this end. I'm trying to let the algae grow on the back and side so he maybe doesn't see his reflection as much and stops trying to fight with it. Or mate with it. I'm not sure exactly. What are you backing up for, dude? People love you whether you like it or not. I don't think he really cares, but... I can see you. No. Oh, now you're getting up close and personal. Oh, you colored down too. You got all pale. Are you feeling threatened now, dude? You tired of being a spectacle for people online? Oh, joy. Hello, Amir. Thanks for stopping in. That's the star of the show. Pigpen. They must make an Oscar fish. Oh, here he goes. The root pissed him off. You gonna get the root again? Probably. No? Yep. No? Gonna come mean mug us? Yeah. Yeah, he's looking around, hoping not to be seen doing destructive things. He seems to stop messing stuff up if I'm looking at him. I haven't added any new fish. I got 3 striped Raphael cats. Those 2 like to hang out by the pumps. The other one likes to hang out under here, which you really can't see him. But yeah, I haven't put any live fish in there. I have been thinking about breeding guppies or minnows or something for food, but I don't know. I do have a spare tank I could fucking breed guppies in. But I'm sure anything smaller than him that he thinks he can eat, he's going to go for it. The only reason he don't mess with the catfish is they're armored, and they've been in the same tank since I got them. I got the catfish a couple days after I got the Oscar. But he doesn't mess with them, at least not since I first put him in there. He did try to fuck with them, but they got little spines on their tails and stuff, so he didn't want to play with it too much. But he does like bugs. I've thrown a couple different types of bugs in there. He doesn't, well, he used to love the shrimp and tilapia and whatever, but he stopped eating that. Tried scallops, salmon, fucking cod, whiting. He likes peas, strangely enough. But any bug I've thrown in there, he's gone for that instantly. Crickets, mealworms, waxworms, soldier fly larvae. He likes those. I don't know why he stopped eating the shrimp. He used to go fucking batshit for the shrimp, but they're not supposed to be so picky. But I guess if you spoil them for choice, they get to pick and choose what they like better. But he's definitely much more selective. And I've heard stories of people buying feeder fish for their Oscar and putting in like 6, and 2 weeks later those same 6 are still in there, and then 2 years later they're still in there. So, I don't know. Some just, I think if you feed them and they eat a lot, they don't want to chase their food, you know. But yeah, pretty much anything smaller than him that moves in there, he's going to try to eat it. So I try to keep smaller fish out of there, stuff he can't get in his mouth. No, but I'm sure if I throw a live crayfish in there, he'll eat it. I haven't seen any of the feeder crayfish at the pet store lately, though. I don't want to spend $20 on a white one or 30 on a fucking blue one just to put it in there. I haven't seen them in creeks around here in a long time because I'm assuming they're all too dirty. But yeah, crayfish they would probably eat. Oh god, yeah, they're probably too smart for me, man. I mean, this fish sometimes outsmarts me. I would hate to fucking have to contend with an octopus. A friend of mine actually posted a link to a video about an octopus last week, I think. Yeah, they're really smart, super smart. Very interesting to have as a pet. That's like top level fish keeping, though, man. I don't even have a brackish water tank, let alone a saltwater one. Not at this point. Well, guys, I gotta run to town, pick my girlfriend up from work. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. I know I always say I'll try to go live more often, and I don't, but I will. I will try. But thanks for stopping in, guys. Catch y'all later, fuckers.